growing older doesn't mean that we need to lose connection to pleasure and to our body. That actually, especially for women, growing older is an opportunity to, stop caring. Like, that's the point where our children grow up, right? And we don't have to take care of other people as much. And it's an opportunity for us to actually really reconnect to who we are, to what's important for us, and to start taking care of ourselves and start taking, steps to live our dreams. And what's very important, and Robin she's just an expert on that, but what's very important is that we actually have the energy and we have the motivation and passion to start that new life, right? After the kids are growing up, start a new life of actually living. Who do I want to be? What do I want to do for myself? And so it's very important to rebalance yourself, right? Rebalance your hormones and get that energy back to create the life of your dreams when you don't need to care about other people anymore. And also we talked about that kind of, in a way, men become more as women, right? Because estrogen increases, and women become more as men because their estrogen goes down. And in a way that women start to become more active in their life. And maybe it's time where you really need to start to become more active in your sexuality as well. And even if you haven't enjoyed sexuality before, going into your 40s and 50s, maybe now is the time to actually explore, what do you really want? What brings you pleasure? What brings you joy? And that pleasure is not just something that, you can just have or not have. Actually, pleasure is so important for our health, for the quality of our life. It resets us. It creates the flow in our body, and it increases our health. So important to start focusing on your pleasure. Because, before, probably, kids, work, family, and you just didn't have time for that. Right now, it's just so important to focus on your pleasure, that you can live long and healthy life, that you can live the life that you always wanted to live, right? And do something, because that's what I see a lot of women, after 40, 50, we really want to contribute to the world. We want to make a difference in the world. And so just so important to look after our own health, that we have the energy and motivation to bring our gifts out into the world. Because, we've been gathering gifts, right, for 40, 50 years through our life. And now it's the time of the output, where we want to give it out to the world, but on our own terms, not what we're told how to do, right? But actually, this is what I want to bring into the world. And we also talk about the importance of taking care of your pelvic floor, of your, genital area. That, for me, right, that's the pleasure, that's the connection with the other. But also, even if you don't want, if you say, like, decide, it's a choice, right? If you decide, now, I don't want to have anything to do with sex anymore, I'm done with that. Still, for you to feel healthy, to feel vibrant, you really need to pay attention to your pelvic floor. Because if there's no balance there, then the whole system comes out of balance. And then you're not able to live a vibrant life. And Robin shared lots of, resources on how to take care of that area. So do watch that episode. She's just amazing. And she's running a 7-day reset, hormone reset, that I'm going to post a link to, so you can join her reset. And she's quite amazing what she teaches. I highly recommend following her, because that's not my expertise. And I'm so happy I found her, so she can complement, what I'm sharing here. So yeah, the main message is, when we turn 40 and 50, it's kind of a start of new life. It's the start of a life where we can stop doing what other people want us to do, stop caring of others, and actually step into the life that we want to create for ourselves. And for that, it's so crucial that you start taking of yourself, start taking care of your health, so you feel vibrant, you feel alive. And the pleasure is a really important factor into keeping you healthy. It doesn't have to be sexual pleasure, right? But pleasure of being in the body, right? Going for a walk, being with your friends, dancing. Pleasure of being alive is so important for us to keep healthy, to keep vibrant, and to bring our gifts into the world. So it's actually selfish not to take time for your own pleasure. And this is Tarisha Tarok, and I'll see you soon. Bye.